hear the word corporate visibility. Yeah, corporate visibility. 2 words. Corporate and visible, or visibility as we want to call it. Rightly put, to be seen, to be known. Yep. So, in my early career, some time ago, not too far the future, past, that is, I had this experience where someone came into my office and was like, "Where have you been?" I said, "I've been here." So, "We've not been seeing you." I said, "Why?" "I'm here for work." And it was like, visibility has something to do on your career and all that. And I was like, "Okay, how do you mean?" So don't get me wrong, a lot of us interpret this thing the best way it suits us. Like, no, you must be seen. People have to see you. How do you want me? Or what do you mean by people have to see you? So a lot of us within that corporate space, corporate simply put, workspaces, human life thrives on work. And we go as far as defining these things to suit us. So what is that visibility? This is how I see it. I see it from the space of solution provision or solution providing, whichever you want to pick. You are visible based on the solution you provide, the answers you give to questions or solutions you bring to problems. It brings you to fore. It brings you before, those who quote and unquote matter. And the scripture tells me that, "Seest thou a man who is diligent in his business? He shall stand." He there now, as in referring to mankind, "He shall stand before kings and not mere men." That this is the word, diligence. So being diligent, it's about owning. Yes, ownership. It's about capacity building, that I will call it you capacitating yourself, so to say. You building capacity. You working on yourself. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's an order. It will bring you. That we have, a good number of us have come to look at the corporate visibility thing from a lens, I think, that is very blurry. How more of what we call the eye service thing. Because someone will tell you, "I think you need to dress in a certain pattern." Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should look tardy and all of that. But if you have to be in people's faces, then it should be from the point of view of solution provision. It should be from the point of view that you have an answer. It should be from the point of view that you have what it takes. You are not just sitting in a room for the sake of sitting, but you are sitting there because you carry what it takes. And that does not just come by wishful thinking. It comes by working. Yeah, working. Behind the scenes. Off the camera, not in people's faces. But you're working, you're curating. A good example to point to what this subject or this concept is what happened to somebody like Joseph. Joseph eventually stood before Pharaoh, the king. But let us look at before the king before standing in front of Pharaoh. From the recorded history, from what the scriptures painted out for us to see, Joseph was busy capacitating, enlarging his knowledge base, growing his knowledge muscles, if I must use that word, what we call competence. He became good. He became better, if not one of the best. So you see? And eventually what happened? There was a problem to be solved. The answer was already there in the person of Joseph. And he solved the problem. He became so visible. And there's another thing. A good number of us don't see that visibility brings a lot of responsibility. It comes with this level of responsibility. It comes with this demand that sometimes if you're not careful, it breaks you. It breaks you. So you must look at it, we must look at it from that lens of responsibility. Are you ready to carry it? Are you ready to bear it? Are you ready? So you now see a lot of things play out between colleagues, between friends, at the workplace, even in the society at large, because you want to be visible. Now let us ask ourselves, what is the cost of visibility? Is there a cost to visibility? Is there a price to it? If there is a cost, if there is a price, which there is, the next question is, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing, are you ready to foot the bill? So those are the kind of things you must ask yourself. When you find yourself in places where, you just want to be seen, you just want to be known. The question is, seen for what? Known for what? So there's this language we use in Africa, in Nigeria, which I think it's, even on a global scene, it's known, busybody. You're a busybody, and you are now called, whatever you're doing is for eye service, just to show off. Okay, so now what do you do? So you ask yourself, am I ready to pay the price? Am I ready? Because that is what visibility is all about. Solving problems, solution-oriented. And you're always willing, ready, open to learn something new. Yep. So this generation are Gen Z and millennials, Gen Z and going forward and all of that. It is one lesson you must embrace. Don't be in a hurry to take the stage. Don't be in a hurry to climb. Don't be in a hurry to jump on it. But do you know what it should be? In a hurry to do? Grow capacity. Expand. Build competence. Be in a hurry to do that. Be in a hurry to learn. Be in a hurry to gather right information, data, build. Because eventually all of those things will sum up to what? Visibility. It will bring you. Somebody say, how will that happen? It will happen the way Scripture has said that the law A diligent man will stand before kings. So there is this, you want to call it a magnetic pull between diligence and visibility. Visibility attracts diligence. Diligence commands visibility. Did you hear that? Visibility attracts diligence. Diligence commands visibility. So one cannot do without the other. Yes, there are some people who have come to fake it, push it. But there's something about it. The foundation is faulty. So over time, you come to see the cracks being exposed. And what happens when you begin to see cracks all over? It collapses. That's what happens. That if you are building, if you're diligent, one block on top of the other, a little here, a little there, and you're building, you stand before the king. You stand before decision makers. You stand before those who have the power. All right then. Don't be in a hurry to be seen. Don't be. When you fulfill the conditions, when the conditions are right, the light will shine. Okay. Go be diligent and just be patient. The stage will come to you.